So the ultimatum.
Bad
weeks. Man, season 3.
Yeah.
I kind of want the queer love stuff back though. That was fun.
Was that season 2?
Yeah.
I never watched that one.
Even though it was really just lesbian love because nobody.
Oh yeah, you said
it was
that.
all women. But we've already expressed it a bunch of times. Nick and Vanessa, go away. We don't want you to be a part of this.
Oh really?
I think it's general consensus that we're like, we don't believe in your relationship to begin with. We don't believe in y'all. Like we don't believe that y'all have a relationship.
What do people say? I mean, I'm just interested.
It feels like they don't love each other. Like it don't really.
Probably a business.
They give that we sleep in different houses.
I think it's like a business.
Yeah.
They're just together for these shows.
They don't really give me affection and like they don't really.
I never even paid attention to that.
Yeah, they just seem like he barely talks. Like it's really
true.
her.
That's true.
He does the what is it? What's the last one? The perfect match. He does that. He does all that by himself. So like, there's room for speculation.
Okay.
That's all I was saying.
No,
there's room for speculation.
I can see that.
But they're back again, guys. Season 3, Ultimatum. It's not done yet, but it's almost done.
How many more episodes to come? 8 more, or like 3?
Hell no.
I'm about to say it should.
I think it will be. 3? I think it'll be capped at 10. I think we'll get. I think we'll get the marry
2 in
me.
the reunion.
I think we'll get the marry me or not next week or this week, and I think the week after that we'll get the reunion.
Oh, okay. So one more and then the reunion.
That's how I think it will go.
Oh.
That's how I think they'll play it out.
I thought they were going to squeeze 2 more episodes out.
Cause you think to yourself, I mean, if they do the 9th episode, today's the 15th, 16, 17, 18. That's the 18th that they'll have the 9th episode, and then the next week will be Christmas. So maybe that would make sense to do a reunion on Christmas. Maybe.
Or unless they're gonna. I hope they don't make us wait. They're gonna skip
until
2
after.
weeks.
No, they won't do that. I mean, I can.
They shouldn't because it's already recorded. So why are they making us wait?
Yeah, but and they got shows to roll out. So like they trying to knock it out. You know, Perfect Match is probably gonna come back. I'm sure stuff like that.
I didn't get into that one.
I like Perfect Match. Cause Perfect Match was like it was like the challenge. It was like
that's the one you got to get strategic. I don't know. That's what I didn't like about it.
But I like it's the universes all colliding. Like it's the Too Out to Handle. It's the Love Is Blind. It's the one with the Max shit that was stupid that they canceled a long time ago.
Oh, I wanted to watch that.
That was the worst one.
Really?
It was fun, but it was
that
terrible.
Nick and Vanessa?
Nah, I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't see them, but I don't think so. But anyway, Ultimatum is back. Let me try to pull up all the charts. I wanted to make like a little slideshow, but I ain't had the time.
That's why I'm like, I'm hoping.
Because sometimes you forget who the fuck is who. You forget
I remember
people. Did I turn this off?
I think I remember. Well, I just watched it, so it's very fresh to me.
Happy belated to my cousin's birthday. It was his birthday yesterday too. Happy belated to Kalani.
Happy birthday.
My cousin's birthday is coming on the day after this. My other cousin, the one I grew up with.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, it's a lot of birthdays in December.
Oh, my mom's was Thursday.
Your mom's was Thursday. My late grandfather's birthday is on the 28th. It's a lot of birthdays around. It's a lot going on here. Anyway, the Ultimatum. Let me just go through the couples real quick.
Couples recap.
Who was your favorite so far?
Let me see.
If you have one.
Aria, I'm gonna say. I kind of want to talk. I definitely want to talk more about Aria and Scotty. So Aria, I think. I ain't gonna lie to you. All of the women, I actually didn't hate any of them. I didn't.
You didn't hate
Sandy.
Sandy.
I didn't hate her.
I didn't hate her, but she's
annoying. Not my yeah, she's annoying. She's annoying. But I mean, as far as them being like a bitch or like snake.
No,
yeah,
the women were because
they were kind of cool.
Because for a couple reasons, I love Zaria or Zaina.
Zaina, yeah. Well, Zaina and Aria.
Zaria.
That's the two of them, yeah. Zaina, yeah, but she's definitely. That's why when I said Aria, but Zaina was right there. Like they were both my top favorites.
Let me look at the cast. Yeah, this is like old people. Hold on,
my favorite guy. I don't think
this is third. This is the third season, right? Yeah.
I want to say Caleb might have been my favorite guy.
I like Caleb. All right, so
because he was the least messy.
Let me try. Let me see if I can do this in top of my head. So the initial couples is Caleb and Mariah. Caleb and Mariah, the light skins is of the light skins.
Are they white?
Them niggas are translucent. I don't know what Mariah is.
I don't know what she is.
She's racially ambiguous. She could be Asian.
Yeah.
She could be
Asian
Spanish. She could be white. Like it's a lot that she could be. But Caleb and Mariah, and let me put this down before I forget. I'm about to write it down. Listen, the way our memories are today.
Taking notes.
Tyking. That's he's tyking. Caleb, me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Kids don't know. Kids don't know. Caleb and Mariah. What's the Indian boy name? What's his name? Scotty.
He's Indian. Oh, is he?
He's giving me. He's giving me.
Yeah, he's
Indian.
definitely is.
Scotty and
Aria.
Aria just Aria.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't let it just sound weird when you say them out loud.
Aria.
Yeah. I'm about to look into that RIA or whatever the fuck what's the AARP? I'm about to look into that shit.
I'm like, what?
I'm about to look for the AARP and see what's going on. I think he's getting there early.
What is it for?
The
like
insurance.
Retirement benefits?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you could get some. I think you get cheaper insurance, stuff like that.
You know what we should do? I'm glad you're saying that. Life insurance is when we get it now before we get old. Like have.
I have life insurance for my job.
But no, you should get like a real one.
Like it's minimum for sure.
You know, you can borrow against a life. I don't know if this is true.
Borrow against a life insurance?
Yeah, can you do that?
That sounds like
crazy,
that sounds sticky
right?
situation.
It
like,
definitely does.
It took all my you can because I think I saw something like man. I think I saw something like dad ain't shit. He took all his fucking money from the life insurance.
Yeah.
We ain't got no money to bury him. Like
because you pay into that.
I'm not mad at taking the money though. Like figure it out. I'm gone. I'm gone. Figure it out. I low key want to still bury people in my backyard, but like this is kind of just how my mind is.
Are they gonna pay?
Can you do that?
Sell plots? Probably not.
I think
I'm
it's
sure
illegal.
there's some. Yeah, because there's tax.
Yeah.
Crap.
But I always think to myself like this is our neurodivergent brains, but like I just think to myself sometimes like what if it's like an earthquake like shit and like shifts people away?
Oh, I'm sure that
and
happens.
like
mudslides,
especially like in California or something like that. I'm like
mudslides.
Mudslides. I'm like
mudslides don't care where they going through.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like
that's crazy.
Anyway, Kayla, Mariah, Scotty, Aria. I'm trying to do the guys first, just so I can have it in my head. Jr. Who we'll get to that. Jr.
He was a character.
Zayna. I had Zayna when I said it the first time. I said Zayna.
I thought it was Zania.
I said Zayna. Zayna, who apparently some people think look like Cardi B a little bit, and
yeah,
I see a little bit on like the profile, but
yeah.
I just think she's attractive. I fuck with her.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous.
I thought she's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Who else do we have? Who's with Sandy? Nick and Sandy.
He was so unattractive to me. Man, there were no cute besides JR. Like there was no like.
Now this is where it gets tricky because people left.
Nick.
Who was Chanel with?
Oh, I forgot about Chanel.
Exactly.
Oh, that Micah guy.
Micah.
I forgot.
Even though we had a female Micah before, Micah Chanel, and I can't forget her name, which is crazy. Micah Chanel.
What was she? She was also
ambiguous as a bitch. We don't know
I was like, yo, what
she
are you,
was.
Sis?
Translucent as well.
Yeah.
Gray skin though.
The women were gorgeous. Wow.
And I actually liked this guy. And I can't remember his name because he was with Vanessa.
Nick.
No, Nick went to Vanessa. But who was with Vanessa? The guy.
Who's Vanessa?
She was the one that went like
She was cute. She was the
cute
one.
Cute. She was cute. Always smiley.
I forgot about.
She's with that guy.
Dave.
Good job.
The goofy guy.
I like Dave.
Yeah.
I actually started to like Dave and Chanel because Chanel was actually able to speak and like voice her opinion.
Yeah.
And like I'm like yo and Dave actually put that shit on sometimes. I'm like yo
I didn't think
you looked okay.
I didn't think he was gonna go black. I hate to say that.
But she was racially ambiguous. We don't know the fuck she was.
I don't think he was ready to go non-white.
But he was like calm and like he was a cool white guy.
I think they could be friends. I think he'd be friends with her.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it only them 6? Couples?
Yeah, I think it was 6. It was 6 couples.
Okay, so Caleb and Mariah, Scotty, Aria, Jr. Zayna, Nick, Sandy, Micah and Chanel, Dave and Vanessa. Those are the initial couples that came in, And the name of the game, if you haven't, been around, this is season 3, is marry and move on. Terrible premise, but marry and move on. The ultimatum is like I want to get married,
Wild.
and the whole thing is like you bring them on the show and they have trial marriages for 3 weeks, which doesn't make any sense.
But you got to pick a new.
You pick a new partner. Like this is your ex now. I hate that. I'm like, you don't know this motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
it's so weird.
Like you're my ex. We were broken up. No, you weren't. You're gonna get like you're not even broken up.
Yeah,
you're just taking a break
yesterday
for a minute, and then you're gonna get back together and try to work it out. Most people go in there trying to. I don't think most people try to go hook up. Most people go in there trying to learn about themselves through other people. And like come back to the person, see what this is what I learned. This is my softer side, blah blah. Unfortunately, the chance you have is to possibly have a connection with that other person. That
is so crazy.
At the
odds.
And like hey, I'm gonna give up. Granted, a lot of these relationships, nothing is 5 years deep. Like
people that go on there.
Yeah, they might be 2 to 4, maybe 4 might have been a max.
I thought season 1 there was a couple that was
deep, like 10 years.
No, like 5 or so. Wasn't there that?
7?
Wasn't there? Sorry,
you might be right.
Was season 1 the one that had that really good looking Hispanic couple and they were from like Hollingswood? Was that the Ultimatum? Because they were together for like 7 years.
There was I vaguely remember you saying something about a good Spanish.
And then they got. I saw them on Instagram and they actually did get married in like Puerto Rico on the beach. But anyway, they were together for like 7 years.
Oh really?
Season 1 they had longer.
They had so maybe it made more sense then.
Yeah,
because this is like they're for the 24.
Yeah.
Youngins, like I think the oldest might have been.
Somebody was 38.
That might have been the oldest though.
Yeah, but that's old.
So Dave might have been 38.
I think it was one of them
Dave
dudes.
might have been 38.
Nick was older, but anyway, yeah.
Nick was 36, something like that.
But 24
but
was
the 24
the youngest, right?
Like Mariah was 24, I think, and I think Caleb was like that. Ari was young as well. Sandy was 24.
Yeah.
Man, that white man, it don't age the same.
No, facts. Yeah, I wouldn't.
It do not age the same. So yeah, they between Caleb and Mariah, Mariah gave the ultimatum, wanted to be married.
I was gonna say I don't remember.
I'm going through my head. Mariah gave the ultimatum.
Oh, Mariah did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scotty and Aria, Scotty gave them ultimatum. JR and Zayna gave the ultimatum. Nick and Sandy, Nick gave the ultimatum. Micah and Chanel. I want to say Micah gave the ultimatum, maybe. No, Chanel did. Chanel wanted to get married bad. In the beginning, she was just like kind of always in tears, whatever. Just she wanted to be married.
Yeah.
Dave and Vanessa, Dave gave the ultimatum, and so only 2 men gave the ultimatum. Oh no, Dave, Nick, and Scotty. 3 men gave the ultimatum.
Yeah, the other guy left. But
Dave left.
Yeah.
So all right. So to fast forward, Caleb and Mariah. Caleb ends up going with Aria. Mariah ends up going with Micah. I keep wanting to say Makai. Micah. Scotty ends up going with Zayna. Aria ends up going with Kayla, like I said. JR ends up going with Sandy. Nick ends up going with Vanessa, which I thought was good. Like I thought it was good for a while. I think she really just appreciated his eccentric energy at the time.
Yeah.
She's like, he's an artist. Oh my God. Like, I'm like, bitch, run. Like he broke. But his art was pretty good. He could, his art was all right. But when he was like violently painting, he was like, the brush strokes. I just got to get through them. And Micah is with Mariah, Chanel, Dave, and Vanessa with Nick, like I said. Yeah. So out of all these people, I say I physically and I actually liked her mentality when she checked Scotty. Like I like Zayna a lot. Zayna was I think Zayna is my top. I did like Chanel a lot. Matter of fact, I
like Chanel.
I didn't like Chanel at first.
Yes, me neither.
And because I'm like, you should look a crybaby and just like, I'm like, it's too much with you. And then when she got with Dave, I was like, "Oh, you got a brain on you. Like you smart. You could talk. Like I like that he allowed that space and like they was cool together. I'm like, I like this.
Yeah.
Like this is an unlikely couple that I feel like could work. And then like he put that shit on a couple times. I'm like, yo, you could dress up. You could not look so white.
I thought they could be really good friends. I didn't think it was gonna be a.
No, so I think they're really good friends, which I really wanted to work in real life was Caleb and
now, to
Arya.
me, their chemistry,
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
they were giving relationship. I just don't.
I thought it was good friends, and
At
then
first.
at first,
Yes.
because I didn't think Arya saw it, and then Arya was the one who's like, I think I like him. I was like, oh shit, didn't see that coming.
I am interested to see who he chooses. I think he's going to choose his woman though.
Well, you see, he's been
But
bitching
then-
with his woman immediately.
But
like
then he
you know,
said, like, yeah, what if we never see each other again? I'm like, I'll be like, how the fuck?
he's always on his laptop with her. I don't think he fucks with her like that.
Well, when they went fishing, I think because I just watched that episode, and he was like, I just want to give you a hug. He was like physically. I was like, okay, well, he definitely.
But she
is
was
like,
on his ass like immediately, and I think that turned him off. He's like, yo, dog, like this energy is not what I'm ready for right now. Like, can we just enjoy our night? Like, can we not? Can we wait for tomorrow?
I'm curious. I'm just curious to see which way he goes.
But he doesn't sound like a decisive person to me, and
He
that
might
kind
go
of
with
like
what's safe too.
yeah.
He knows Mariah. You know, like that's a set thing.
And then I'm gonna wait for this one because I know we gotta talk about that. Nick and so Nick was with Vanessa, and Micah was with Mariah, and the Micah Mariah thing was the most awkward thing in the world. I'm sitting on the couch like, so yeah, when do you do your laundry?
Yeah.
At this time, okay, cool. I think we just do it. Do you want us to do it together? I don't want to do it to your
How are they-
unmissionables.
Do you remember them dating? I don't remember how their conversation was before.
That's the only thing they had was on the couch.
So they never showed them interact, like on like the dating scenes when they were around the pool. I don't remember them.
They
talking.
didn't get that far.
Oh, so they just ended up.
Micah, they went to sleep. He's like, all right, I did good for the night. They went to sleep. Micah got up at 3 a.m.
No, I'm talking about even before they picked each other. Like
Were
their
they
conversations
mingling?
Yeah, were their conversations dry like that?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it was always kind of dry.
Okay.
But Micah, I think sometimes you have to have a threat for some of these people. I think, especially when you're 20-something year old, I think you need like a threat to like push you in the right direction. I mean, unfortunately, not need like it's healthy, but like they
What
needed.
do you mean?
Like his threat was Dave shouldn't have been that much of a threat, but for him, I guess seeing Chanel with anybody else, he was just like,
that nigga was like
he's like, you better treat her right. You better treat her real good, man.
That's my best friend.
That's my best friend. I'm like, you didn't act like that at all.
I know.
I definitely didn't think that was your best friend at all. It sounded like you was like, first of all, my girl's like, he's gay. That's kind of how she felt anyway, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, but you could be right. I don't know. Because it sounded like he was like laying a pimp hand on her a little bit, whatever. Like, because he would not let her talk, like get her shit off at all. Like he was like keeping her in check the whole time. So
well,
I was
you can
like,
see like when he texted her, she went to meet him at 3 a.m.
Yeah, and then he lied to Dave. Was like, hey, I'm just gonna clear the air, whatever.
Came back and the damn sun was up.
Dog,
getting her cheeks clapped.
She went out, came back. Micah didn't even, because Micah left. Mariah was like, somebody leave? Did somebody come in? I don't know what's going on. She went back to sleep, and she woke up and she's like, yeah, all his bags are gone. He took the book that he gave me.
That shit's wild.
He took the book that he gave me. That shit was funny.
I forgot.
I think,
shit.
and maybe after Chanel came back from meeting with Micah, she had a conversation with Dave, and because this is all speculation, we don't know, but like I think, because Dave I think was just like not prepared to let Vanessa go either.
Yeah, they might have been talking even before that.
But I think Micah and Chanel started all this. Like I think they were the catalyst to like, hey, talk to your girl, see if she's happy. And Nick was talking himself out the pussy, to be honest, because I think Vanessa was into Nick, but Nick kept talking about Sandy the whole time.
He knew. So I watched this with Q.
Yeah,
Q was having cracking up. He was like, yeah. Nick was scared as shit because he was like, his girl's about to get blacked. Like
that's for real.
He looked terrified.
He looked terrified.
He could not sleep. That
he
man
looked terrified.
was going through. He said out of everybody, he was like, please not him. And that's that.
My worst fear.
Yeah, he was like, because he like that. She getting her back blown out. Like,
yeah, this nigga's in
I'm
shape.
Sure
you know,
tall, black.
I do like what I saw on TikTok. He's like, don't trust a man with what kind of braids did they say it was?
Yeah, some fresh ass braids.
But they called it some. I forgot it was the name of the braids. Like, don't trust a man with these kind of braids ever, or something like that.
He had the braids like
I didn't like him. Let's put it
They
that
went
way.
sideways.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
They just were fresh.
I didn't like how they connected. Like it just like I'm like, what's going on with this in the back of your head?
Yeah, he's definitely a guy that I would look at and be like, I wouldn't take him seriously.
So yeah, Nick was going through it immediately.
Oh yeah.
Before they even left, Nick was going through it. But he couldn't let it go. He just kept talking about it with Vanessa.
His anxiety.
And Vanessa probably had enough of hearing about this shit. And all Dave had to go be like, hey, girl, let's get married. And she's like, all right, fuck
Did
it.
they get married?
I don't know, but I'm saying this is probably what he was probably talking about. It's like, you know what? So the next morning, they even made this episode 2, I don't think. It was like, hey, Micah and Chanel have
that
left.
Black screen with
that
the
black
letters.
screen, Micah and Chanel have left the experience, which I'm all for. Leave the fucking experience. The experience is trash, Nick and Vanessa.
It's the weirdest thing.
Y'all might have got away with one season.
So weird.
Like, and that's it.
I'm looking across the pool. My man over there, my ex that I broke up with yesterday is like talking up this new chick right in front of me, holding hands. That's no way.
And so I'm happy you brought that segue because when everybody was mingling, when Scotty was mingling with Zaina, I liked Scotty. Initially, I liked Scotty. I was like, I liked the way he was talking for a minute, but it was giving me little pimp vibes.
Immediately no.
Immediately no.
Remember, I text you mid-season.
I know.
Immediately no.
What did you see that?
I saw this man who is he's very perceptive, so he can pick up different personality traits about people, and I think he's manipulative. I think he could use that.
You saw the manipulation
immediately because the way he talked to Arya, I was like, ew.
Well, so hold on. Before he talked to Arya, you felt that way?
Like even in the beginning, when you know how like they come together and they're in the
QC,
rooms,
yeah.
like I didn't like the way he was talking to her.
I don't remember that part.
I feel like I remember him specifically saying, "I need these things from you," or otherwise. It was all about what he needed. He wasn't going to marry her, and I get that is how marriage works. You want to make sure that.
That line was kind of sharp.
Yeah, it was a very harsh. Yeah, like it sounded very transactional.
That line was kind of sharp. Yeah,
and I was like, that was the first 15 minutes of the show. And I'm like, if he's talking like that to
now
her on
I understand.
TV,
I do understand the thought though.
Yeah,
of like, hey, if we don't meet these crossroads, we might need.
It's about how you say it, right? And that's why I said he's not wrong. A lot of stuff Scotty said it wasn't wrong.
Now,
maybe it was his delivery.
Now, don't get me wrong. If you didn't catch that level 1 like you did, there are several different levels.
He looked like a nice guy, though.
But there are several different levels for you to find that part. Like, okay, I'm off. I'm jumping off the train now.
Yeah,
he was presentable.
Yeah,
he
came across like a nice guy.
He was cool, curls, chilling, suave.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm like, okay, I'm not mad. And then him talking to Zayn, I thought he was mad chill. Didn't love the glasses because it didn't make you feel like maybe a little pompous, whatever. Like, you know, the shades and like appearance can tell you a lot about you sometimes. And like, you know, but I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. Let me give him a chance. I'm like, chilling.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm like, he's chilling, cool. And then Arya, I thought she's emotional. She's an emotional person.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Whatever. She's gonna cry more than
which
Chanel
was odd
cries.
because she received the ultimatum, but she was crying like she gave it.
Yes.
That was interesting to
and
me.
that's what kind of was throwing me off. I'm like, you know, this is experiment, whatever. You over here talking to a boy, and I hate to make it a gender specific thing. A lot of women versus a lot of men. I feel like I can't even say that because I think a lot of men do feel the way too. But like, I feel like even when a woman gives the ultimatum, I feel like they're not ready for their man to be with somebody else, to see them.
Yeah,
like
I think people
like
underestimate
seeing them. I don't think like
you
know, because I mean I can't even say it's gonna be a gender thing because I think there are men that'll be like, I can't see my woman with another man as well. But like I think we just play it differently. And because she was talking to old boy, I expect you to give me the same respect. You talking to old boy, you talking to Caleb, you know, doing that thing, whatever. I'm talking to Zaina. Now
when he got physical. That's what she.
So I mean, but I'm saying initially she started crying over him talking. You over here talking to her in front of me is like you talking to Caleb. Like we talking.
But I think she was with Caleb on some friend shit. I think
in her mind, but like he don't know that.
But but I'm just saying that's probably why she felt. That's why it looked one way, like, oh, you over there doing, like, from his perspective, oh, she's doing her. Yeah. But she's just talking. She might have been talking to Caleb about Scotty, knowing her.
Very true. But he has no idea, you know. And like, and Zaina, Zayn is attractive. Zayn exudes some sex appeal, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so
Zayn,
so Zayn is a knockout. Like, you know, so I mean, it may be she might have been intimidated, and he's looking on like type shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
he
I'm
was
like,
eating that up.
He was eating that shit up, whatever, and like she was eating it up. She was loving it, everything, whatever. Because even when she got up, she was always like, let me just walk over here, because like when Arya came, was like talking to him, and then this is where if you wasn't off the train in the beginning, this is level 2 for you to jump off. This is the 2-2. Yes. And it was like, you know, she's like, stop coming at me like that. I'm like, whoa.
I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but like he was.
Yeah,
tense.
no, he started to like turn up on her. He was getting loud.
So like, you coming at me crazy. I was like, yo, okay, that's giving man beater. It's giving a woman beater vibes.
That's why she was so like. I think that's why she was frazzled and weird acting like that. I think that, bro. And I don't want to stereotype, but there is a stereotype around like Caribbean men, right? And like how they can be, right? Yes. I'm not saying he is or isn't.
No, but you're right. You're not wrong.
It was giving those kind of vibes to me because the way Arya was so emotionally
this is my household. You gonna do what I say?
And she was
I want
so
my
unstable,
dinner cooked at 7. Yeah. Like
and
that.
anytime she would try to say how she felt about something, he would
gaslight
her. And I was like, yo,
we gonna get to the gaslighter because he was. I never loved the term, but he is the definition.
Yeah.
And so that happened. And I'm like, okay, that was a little. Even I'm not defending Scotty at all, but like even if you're just so apprehensive, you're like, okay, that was a little much, but let's see what goes on next. And you know, Scotty was in, and I'm like, I even told my girl, I'm like, I feel like this is not gonna work out because like it's too good. Because between Scotty and Zayn, I'm like, it's too good right now. Like, you know, like initially, nothing was wrong.
I didn't like him. That's why
you didn't like him, so you didn't see it.
I always liked, but you know that.
But I'm saying Scotty and Zayn initially, there was no flags. Everything was good with them. I was like, yo, this is working out too good that I feel like it's gonna blow up bad. Like I just felt the other shoe dropping, and then we get the other shoe when you know, you ate without me. I was like, nigga, what? He's like, that's crazy. You eating without me. I'm like, yo,
he was on some
that whole, because it was two things. He said that. He said something else that was kind of like, she's like, what's the toot about like right now? What's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, clearly something going on.
Was that the one when she came in? Was that when he wasn't talking to her?
There's a couple examples.
Okay.
That the big one is when he came back from, you know, guys
night, which I missed.
And he was like, you know, so your boy JR came at me talking about, you know, he only here for whatever the wrong reasons, whatever, and stuff like that, and like a hall pass, and you know, where do you get that from? Zaina, where do you get that from, Zaina? And she was like, I ain't accusing you. I ain't accusing you at all. I'm just saying, where do you get that from? It's like, well, lower your tone. Relax.
I love how calm she was. She I would have been.
She disembodied that man. She was like, hey, You got big energy. You better relax the fuck up.
She was great.
I loved her. That made me love her more.
I thought they could work out because he seemed to listen to her.
He did sit.
Yeah.
She like sit.
Other times she respectfully checked him, and he actually seemed.
He's like, you know what, you're right, you're right. But then he started that shit up again when he was fucking scrubbing the wall, scrubbing the bathroom. Remember that? When he was scrubbing the bathroom, she's like, you know, hey, you was on your phone at 1:30 in the morning. What was you doing? Talking to JR, weren't you? She's like, I thought we were over it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's like,
he's
like, you insinuate. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying, you know, you making shit up. You the one talking about bringing up JR. Like, you brought the fuck. That's the gaslighting.
Yes.
That's where he started gaslighting crazy. I'm like, oh, yo, get rid of this nigga.
Yeah,
that's when if he didn't jump on the chain before, that's the time to fucking derail. Like,
I'm like, I hope he leaves alone.
Yes.
I hope and Arya needs to be alone, if I'm being honest.
I want her with Caleb, but that doesn't work out, definitely don't be with Scotty.
But I think she's like, she's
relying on him. On
well, maybe not. Well, Scotty, definitely. I think so.
For what?
Codependency. If he's in I'm making a lot of assumptions. I don't know this man, but the things that we saw giving like abusive type vibes, if that is going on,
right,
that would explain how she feels like she needs somebody, right?
Scotty is,
and I just hope that like he's. I peeped that. I was like, wait, am I tripping? Because I don't like this dude 15 minutes in. I'm usually not like that.
Yeah.
Take some time. But I'm like, this dude is really. Sorry. One thing he said that I thought was funny. I don't know if you picked up on it. He was he seemed like the type of guy that he has insecurities. So he would try to. He would check he would be like, you know,
Don't get he got all his muscles. I don't care if he had muscles.
Or like, I feel like he would try to belittle his woman on the low. You ever know a guy like that who would try to cut down a pretty woman on the slide? So he said, Zaina, he asked Zaina, they were like at the bar, and he was like, "Do you like to cuddle?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she said, do you like to be big spoon or little spoon?" And he paused because Zaina's not like Scotty's not super tall.
No.
And I think Zaina and him are almost like he might have had an inch on her.
She might have had an inch on him.
Oh, okay. So you think So that's a term, big spoon, little spoon. He seemed to take it like seriously, and he stopped and he was like,
little spoon. I ain't
he
never
was
like,
girl,
spoon.
You tall enough. You want to try to be the big spoon, trying to cut her down to be like, oh, you tall, you big, like
yeah.
And I was like,
that was early too.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
She didn't let it phase her.
Not at all.
Because she's secure in who she is.
She's very secure. That's why I fuck with her. I'm like, I like you. Yo.
Yeah,
like,
now that
you're
you're saying that, I liked Arya because I felt like I just want to like just hold her and be like, run, sis. Like, you don't need this man. I feel like I need to care for her, but
no,
Zaina
she's like a little baby. Like Arya's is like, yo, I want to protect. Like, she got too much of a pure heart, and I'm like, that ain't good for this man. Like, this man is like you are manipulative. You're manipulatable. What's the word? Like, you're able to be manipulated.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he likes you, probably.
Yeah,
like,
you know who she remind me of? The season 2 of
like
the
Kayla might have made her find the background
season
a little
1.
bit.
Season 1 of the Ultimatum, the chick that had the short hair, and if she was with the guy who was they switched, and her trial marriage was with the guy who was a bouncer. He was like a bouncer, personal trainer. He was like a big black.
Season.
She had like abuse in her past. Okay, like it came out. And he must have saw that in her, and he was like gaslighting her. Jared with 2 R's or whatever the hell his name is. He spelled it weird.
Okay.
He was
No, that wasn't Ultimate. That was Love Is Blind.
Oh, my bad. Okay, Love Is Blind.
You talking about the black dude in a little?
Yes. Okay, my bad. I'm thinking about when they lived together.
I don't know if I don't. That was a weird one. I don't know how much was on him.
It was.
I don't really. She just was like not ready for a lot of this stuff.
She was easy to manipulate. She was giving Arya to me.
She was. She had that kind of vibe.
But she made me want to. I remember thinking I just wanted her to run. Like Jared wasn't a terrible guy. I just think
he wasn't. He wasn't bad like Scotty.
Oh hell no.
No, he was nowhere near.
But
Scotty.
back to this. Yeah.
Jared was just in his frat boy life still. He wasn't really trying to
she
settle
was like,
down.
I can make it work. Like I wanted to be like, sis, you don't have to do that.
You don't have to do this. You're beautiful. Go away.
Yeah, like
you know.
He said go.
I'm saying go somewhere else. But
But Scotty, yeah.
So I'll let you start with this. So JR.
What do you want to know?
I want to know
what do I think about him.
I want to know how you know him.
Oh. So yeah, JR. Which when I saw the show,
what a twist!
It took me. I'm like, who? Because my sister was texting me like, oh, do you remember Pastor so and so? And
does he have a real name?
It's John Robert. He says it on the show.
It said on the show. John Robert.
Sandy asked him.
2 first name niggas. Yeah, I can't trust 2 first name.
So
niggas.
So he anyway, I went to church with him. I found out like my sister was, you gotta watch Ultimatum. Remember Pastor
like
so-and-so?
What time during your life?
Like we were teenagers.
Okay, okay, high school.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say we were friends. I just know I was really close with his sister.
Yeah.
He's 1 of 7. His dad's a pastor. I don't know if his dad, he was like an assistant pastor. I don't know if he had like a regular job or something. But I don't know if he was in the middle.
Assistant pastor?
Yeah, like it wasn't his church. That's why I don't know if he had another job.
Yeah.
Because my brother-in-law was
girl
also
pointed,
like
she saw the tattoos immediately. She's like, yo, I think he probably said it already, but she's like, he's religious as fuck. Look at them tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they got like Madonna on the one hand, like arm, like.
Which is always funny to me, like super religious tattoos, like.
Yeah, I know. Right. It's
like
it's a contradictory.
But I mean, it's funny to me. But anyway, yeah. So I just knew him growing up.
You remember talking to him, or you just knew him?
Yeah, I knew him because but I was pretty good friends with his sister.
Never dated him or nothing like that.
No. I didn't even date at that age.
Did you find him attractive?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I don't remember him really because we're 5 years apart. So think about it. When I was 14, yeah, he's 33.
Oh, he's 5 years older than you.
Younger.
Oh,
he's
younger
33.
Than you. Oh, okay.
So
you wasn't looking.
Yeah, if I was 14, what was he, 9?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but he obviously he bulked up. He got older. He got facial hair. So when I'm looking at him, I'm like, who is? I thought Michael was the guy that my sister was talking about. But then I looked at him and I was like, he does look. I'm looking at you like I was looking at him on the show.
Yeah.
I'm like the nose like around here. I'm like that does look like the kid from church, which was crazy. So
to just go in there for a forget, like I told my girl, I'm like, I feel like Zaina because he's like a fitness person or something like that, whatever.
Yeah, personal trainer.
And I'm like, personal trainer. I'm just like, I feel like she met him at the gym, and like they just liked each other's bodies. Probably. I don't. Cause I don't.
Yeah, I wasn't getting.
I don't understand how y'all together. Like it don't make. And also, but also when you hear Zayn talk to JR, maybe she's not to be this bad, but like maybe she's a Scotty of that relationship. I feel like she might got the one. Like she got the one up on him.
I think she's with him because of what he looks like,
and that could be very true.
And it seems like she'll do.
But she was very, like when she found out that he kissed Sandy, she
not that she doesn't care about him. Don't get. I think that's what's the glue for them. The physical, like maybe they met at the gym. That's the physical.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
thing.
And how old is she? Do you remember?
How old is Zaina?
Zaina, yeah,
like 33 or something like that.
Okay, so she's not like young. Yeah. She's not like in her 20s to be caught up on that superficial stuff.
Nah.
You passed that, sis. Like you should be. Right. You good and grown. Like, yeah. And the reason I say that is because at the end, episode 8, where she got him like all these gifts. She got the balloons.
That was fire.
She got it. Wasn't really.
But that was giving cougar.
No, it was giving.
I got your PS5, baby.
It was giving ass kisser. Like you just knew your man kissed the chick. You were mad about that, but now you running and getting them gifts. And then she was like, "Yeah, the Eagles have been winning since we've been back together." And put a ring. Like I said, you thirsty. She would everything. She would have a comment back. Put a ring on it. Because he
never answered. She's like, "Did you see yourself leaving with her or leaving with me?" I forget what it was. Something like that.
Pressure. Like
and he just didn't answer. But I'm just like, because he likes Sandy. He liked the whites.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I want to revisit
because
that.
even when he talked to Micah, he was like, "You ever dated somebody white, whatever?" And like he
was very curious.
Because he wants to do it.
Yeah,
he wants to do it. The family fucking want to suck his dick as well. Her family is like, "Ooh, look at these muscles! Oh my god! He's so." Because even when he was talking about. When Vanessa came back with Nick, she was like, it's gonna be the same old. We come back, like, it's gonna be like he might be cool right now, but old habits gonna come back for sure. Like she's like really like just go to JR, and Sandy's all kind of like broken out. I'm not mad at Nick reacting the way the hotel was a little crazy.
That was wild.
That him going to come, let me see it. But go get the fuck out of here. JR stepped the fuck up. I didn't know he was gonna do that. I know he was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah. Fuck. I didn't know he was gonna do that so soon. Because that's how you know he likes her for real.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Get the fuck out of here, man. But also, I'm with Caleb. It was like, we're all over the place, guy. But like, I remember, because the guy's not happen, whatever. I remember Caleb looking the whole thing, and I'm like, I feel how he felt. He's like, yo, it's fucked. Like, yo, the man that came in here, being in charge, is apologizing, whatever. Like, let it be done. Like, you bring something, yeah, man, it was right, man. Like, what you did is like, he came here apologizing. You you still harping on the shit.
Yeah.
Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, he was.
But I like how Nick Anderson was like, because, and then Scotty his energy is nobody likes his energy. He just came in there, whatever, and I think he was talking to JR about because JR's corny.
Yeah,
I do not like JR. Like JR's corny. That nigga's corny.
I don't know what his intentions are.
He's like, yeah, I don't like how he talk.
No, he's very. Between him and Sandy together, I was like,
oh my god!
I was like, turn it off.
It's like we're just made in heaven, It's like
he talks in a way that I don't know what he's passionate about because he's like, which is so crazy. That's wild.
Well, what part of Jersey is from?
I think he lives in like Lindenwold. Like
that's the hood of shit. Like I don't.
But that's why I think he never was like really around. Not that there's no opportunity to be with a white girl, but I think growing up, he's one of 7. He's got black parents. They go to a black church. Like not saying that they're anti-white, but I think it might have been. I feel like
him working as a personal trainer changed him. Probably.
Yes, and that's he has more exposure to different, especially women. Come on, man. Like
because he loves Sandy, and like Sandy is not the most attractive.
But and even not even fit. What about what he said? That shit was crazy. On the night he chose her, he was like, yeah, if I saw her at a bar, I probably never would have looked her way. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like.
And then you could tell she started, I know what you meant, babe. I know what you mean. It's like, girl.
And then when they talked afterwards.
And that's probably what he liked, because a black woman would turn the fuck up.
Yeah, Zayn would have been
bitch,
what the fuck? Like,
what are you talking about?
And then then when they were talking about it, and he was like, "That's not what I meant. I didn't mean it like that." She was like, "I know, because I know if you saw me, you would give me a second look." And it was just like crickets. Yeah. Like he never said yes.
Yeah,
I think weird. Sandy just wants. I think she wants to get blacked, but I don't think she would leave with JR. You know why?
Yeah, I think she wants to get blacked for sure.
She literally said to Zaina, I was like, am I tripping? I think I rewinded or like to watch it again. She was like, I'm making him a better man for you. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And I was like, so she's literally saying she doesn't want him. No,
that's fair.
She
true.
wants Nick.
I want a quick little fling, and that's
yeah.
Little
That she wanted a hall pass.
She wanted a hall pass.
And with that fine,
she wanted a hall pass.
With him, not with Micah. I don't think she wanted no Micah or Scotty. She wanted to get black. Like, and I don't know what he's working with, but I think that perception of this big.
She wanted that big throbbing peen.
Yeah.
you
and
know,
all them positions that he,
flexible.
And then she can be like, bye, and go back to Nick. And Nick's just hoping he could still lay it down. Like, he hoping they'll change her.
And
he's like, please come back.
when Nick was playing quiet for a second, and then Scott and what's his name, JR, just like said some shit that triggered him at the guy night. Because he's talking to Scott, he's like, "Yeah, we got a real connection, man. Like we be so physical, couple, we cuddling physically, like, And I think I think Nick heard, he's like, "So you sleep with her?" Something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And
that.
he was like, "Bro, I'm just.
So
I mean,
think they had sex?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's why Nick going off like, yo, you told me about the first kiss, and then he's like, you got anything else to say about this? You got things? I talked to Zaina. You got anything else to say about what happened? He's like, you found out about the second kiss, I'm like, and so he's like, I'm fucking done, man, and like, I feel like he's like, you fucking lie. He's like, you fucking liar, and I'm like. For you, like, yo, all right, it's just kissing, but like, you know what? She's like, I won't tell you. I'll tell you. She's not the smartest either. So I'll tell you. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you later. She's like, when? She's like, after the camera surfing. She's like, after you were engaged.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that bitch lying. She fucked that man.
Yeah.
She fucked that man.
Ain't no,
twice.
Know how, they implied it. I'm sure they fucked more than twice. They implied it that one night. I forget where they came from. It might be one of the mingling parties, and she was laying on the bed. And the way he closed the door, I just feel like it was giving implications. Like they knew what they were. Nick and Vanessa.
Well, it's also a reality show. They're gonna do shit like that.
Yeah. I'm like, who, because they didn't like nobody else. They really showed like I don't think Zayn and Scotty had sex.
No.
I think the only ones who had sex are Sandy and.
I barely felt this up in the same bed.
Really? No, I think they did. See, I think Zayn likes Scotty. But he doesn't look like JR.
She likes him a lot, and I think he just started showing his true colors, and she like, because she left.
No,
quick.
you're right. She did. She liked him even before. She knew what he looked like. She liked him.
She did like him, but I mean, so all right. So I guess we went through everybody, but like,
not a lot about Caleb and Mariah.
Caleb and Ari just feel like souls touching. Like they should be together. They learn each other. They listen to each other very well.
Curious.
The one thing that. And this is what I said earlier, whatever, I won't give you specifics, but just put two and two together. Like, when they were at that little picnic, Scotty and Aria, and Aria was like, yo, sometimes I feel like you just gotta, defend before you could even, like, you don't even care about changing your behavior. Like, you.
This was to Caleb?
No, this was to Scotty.
Oh, yeah.
Saying, like, you rather be defensive than actually hear what I'm, like, hear from my side, like, hear where I'm coming from. And I felt that. I was like, cause I mean, how do you navigate that sometimes? It's like, dog, like I understand, and sometimes it could be your past that make you defensive. Like, cause even I think, and it's funny cause he has some points too. It's like, yo, sometimes I feel like you lump a bunch of people together and you making me, you're talking to them and not talking to me. But he's arrogant and like because he was like, yo, he's like, can I finish? Can you keep cutting me off? He's like, can I finish? Like, we can't have it. And she quiet. She's like, you can't keep cutting me off. Like, she's not cutting you off no more. Like, talk, cause that could be, he could be a little arrogant, but he did have some points here and there. And so I heard both of their side, but like, she's like, hey man, sometimes I feel like, you don't want to you don't want to change. Like, you are who you are, and but the defensive part really comes. Like, you be defensive, and you just never really hearing my side at all. Like, I don't feel heard, and Caleb makes me feel that way, and I'm like, yo, and because even this is how you knew he was really. There's so many flags with Scotty, but
I have another. Go ahead.
The other flag was guys' night, and Caleb was saying his piece, and he's like, yeah, we're just like really good friends. He's like,
this bitch out here making friends.
No, he's like, and he's like, I've been here a long time. I ain't never see her. No guy's gonna be her friend. And I'm like, oh, that's giving abusive, being controlling.
He's
like,
projecting.
Yeah,
he doesn't. I bet you he has no female friends
at all.
No platonic female
at
friends.
all. But and that could be the Caribbean culture, like you said, like part of that as well. Stereotypes, but they be real sometimes. But
I feel like that's the second time you've said that on this episode.
But who do you think is
wait, there was something else I was gonna say.
Yeah, no,
about
was Scotty? You said another flag.
Shit.
Another flag with Scotty. What was it?
I'm trying to remember
Taco
what he
meat?
was talking about. No, it was something he was. Oh, the way he kept bashing Arya. He would go out of his way to like
to Arya.
So wait, the
Or
night
to
that
Zaina?
to Zaina,
Okay.
but he did it in front of Arya, like when they were all at the table making
Okay.
their picks, the cross or whatever the hell they
Yeah,
called
yeah.
it when they picked.
Yeah.
And when he picked Zaina, I almost said Arya. When he picked Zaina, he was talking about how they get along, and then he says something like, "Yeah, because with my ex," and then he was like talking about. Like it was unnecessary. Like, and she's sitting at the fucking table.
He's an unnecessary ass nigga.
And that's when she started crying. I'm like, he's like side attacking her.
Yeah.
He would take shots at her like whenever he could. Really,
anytime he could.
whether
I'm
she was
like,
there, and she's gonna watch the shit, so he knows she's gonna see.
Right.
And he would always like my ex, and nigga, we know who you talking about.
Yeah,
You talking
right.
about-
I hate the my ex stuff. I'm like, yo, dog, y'all not exes.
That's what Q was
Like-
like, bro. Because he really felt for Nick. He was like, yo,
Nick
he-
was dying inside. Nick
he
was
was like-
"Ah! Ah!"
Yo, have you ever cried like that before?
No.
And I said that.
Never.
I was like, I've never wailed. I felt for that man too.
I just hate JR. He's so corny, but like he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know he knew where we lived. I'm like, dog, it's production.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like you don't.
Y'all are all in the same goddamn building. Y'all know damn well.
That's how they kept running into each other getting
Right.
coffee. I'm
I
like,
went
how
to
the fuck-
Starbucks and
I saw my
I'm the
ex.
only one that tried to talk to you, huh? I'm the only one that tried to talk. Just me, huh? And
I saw my ex. It's like y'all were together yesterday.
I'm like, yeah, I came here together. You're gonna
That's
drive
what he
away.
was like, yo. He's like, yo, if we
together.
broke up tomorrow and I'm calling you, he was like, yo, pick up the phone. Like we just broke up yesterday.
Yeah, we're
like,
not. It's
don't
not official
act,
yet.
Don't act like,
the
it's been years.
The ink did not dry.
He was like, call that man back when Nick was calling
That's-
Sandy.
Nick was going through shit, man.
And
He was
Sa-
going
but
through it.
Sandy
Started
was
painting.
how she gonna act
Nick
like
was kickboxing. He got the same tattoo that JR got. That was funny.
that's
by mistake.
crazy.
What
was
is that?
Was it by mistake? Like how?
How?
That was
Yeah,
weird.
I feel like production was like told the tattoo artist like, yo, just do this by mistake.
Yeah,
And-
like that shit was weird. So
Yeah,
now,
I-
she
I
go
like- I
back
like-
with Nick.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about them meeting up?
About who meeting up?
Nick and JR and Sandy in the last episode when they were like getting dressed.
Oh, he still wanted her and everything.
So you
like
think he
that.
called her? Because they never elaborate like who called who.
Yeah, I think
Like, did they both want to meet up?
I think your theory is correct. I think she just wants some dick.
Right.
And
I think she wanted that. Dick.
that dick.
Yeah.
And she even then she's like, yeah, it's done, it's over. She just kind of put it behind him, like, yeah, we had our chance and now it's over.
Yeah,
So,
she's saying it like she was always going back to
And
Nick.
it seemed like she probably and it seemed like she probably turned him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he's just white puss.
So now I don't know.
You know.
I don't think him and Zayn are going. If he does,
Zena's fine too, man. I don't know, like, come on, man.
she's fine in all
And she's-
aspects of the word. Like she has a brain.
She has a brain.
She's gorgeous.
That's the big part. She has a fucking brain.
like,
She's not an idiot. She's
that's
gorgeous.
what makes
she
her
keep herself together.
Yeah, I'm like she's like what? That's
She's
what
wifey
Scotty
material.
said. She's wifey material. Like
And she gave him the ultimatum.
Jr.
She wanted to marry him.
And she's younger than him.
Then JR?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Sandy's younger. I don't know. They might be the same age. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zayn and him.
She wanted to marry. I think she just wants to be married. I don't think she cares about him.
I think she's like, I put a lot of time into this guy.
she's invested. Yeah,
And I want.
And she's older.
And
She
he
probably
look
want
good,
kids. Who knows?
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to start over.
He's a good
He
specimen.
Yeah.
Like I think she look at him like a specimen.
Maybe.
I don't know how. Like I think Scotty would just like talking that talk like, ooh, we could talk on the same level. I don't think that
JR.
the wits of Scotty versus JR. I don't think. They
Oh
match.
yeah. Well,
You know.
no, but I also think Scotty uses his wits for evil.
Oh he definitely uses his
Yeah.
good his powers for evil. But I think he could talk on the same level. I think he met his match with Zaina because he was like because Zaina
love
shut that
that.
motherfucker down.
I
I'm
loved
like,
it every
like
time.
just like I'm like she just broke him down like
respectfully,
respectfully like first of all he know nothing about our relationship. Never talked to him at all. Need to calm the fuck down.
And
Think about this.
And he
did calm down. He's like,
I was like,
I'm
that's-
sorry. I'm bad.
I was like, that's wild.
She shot that nigga down. I thought he would have just because if it was Arya, he would have ran.
Well, she
fucking
wouldn't have said it like
trials.
that. She would have said, babe. She would start crying and shit. I never thought of anything.
Just
Looking all
tears,
guilty.
tears.
Looking
Go in the
guilty and
corner.
shit.
Go in the corner and cry. Like that's the shit that he be on. I don't. So all right, so we watched all the episodes.
What's your big? What are you waiting for? What are you like? Oh, I can't wait to see. Is it a certain choice?
Ain't no can't wait. Because even I told you, like I told you, I'm like, yo, I've been taking breaks with this. Like I'm not binging nothing at all anymore. I'm like I'm doing like I've been doing one episode here and there, and I'm like I can't. I'm gonna finish it, but I'm like they don't have my attention the way they used to.
Yeah.
Like the last season had my attention because it was some shit I never seen before. The queer love.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is the dynamic. I don't really know this lifestyle. So I'm like, this is fire.
Oh okay.
But this ain't really have it for me.
It took me a while to get into.
I guess the drama is JR, Sandy, and Zaina. Like
and Scott. Yeah, it was.
Who
really
goes?
them too.
I guess the guy goes to the person, goes to the girl. And to see, like, next
at the end,
next episode, we're gonna be like, yo, they're gonna walk up on that mountain, on that trail, and be like, hey, I choose so and so, I choose you, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Who do we think is gonna choose each other? Let's start there. It's easy. Let's wrap this up.
If JR chooses Zaina, she'll choose him. I don't know if he is.
If JR chooses Zaina, if JR goes up and says, I want you, she'll be fine with it.
Yeah. But I don't think Zaina's gonna go with Scotty.
If Scotty goes to Ari and says,
I think she would go.
Shit.
Well, you never know because she might have seen another side because she's been with Caleb. So she might be like, there's another love out here.
I can see her choosing herself.
I hope she does. I hope she. Or
all right, so one last thing. Mariah surprised me.
She's a little bit of like a little snake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the whole time.
I was shocked.
The whole time, because she was playing it cool. She was reading her book. Yeah. She was drinking her apple juice. She was just chilling. And I'm like, you healing. You by yourself.
She giving serial killer vibes.
It was serial killer.
At the end,
when she saw the Arya, I'm like, oh, bitch. I wasn't, because she was like, stay away from my man type shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
I didn't expect that.
Because first she was like, maybe we're not meant to be together. Like, she said something like that. Cause I think when she was with Nick at the boxing thing, she was like, maybe we didn't know. Maybe we'll just go our separate ways. Something like that. And then she told the Ari, she's like, bitch, fucking, I'll kill you.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't think she thought they were going to hit it off like that.
And then Caleb would just shut the fuck down. Like, it's giving that she beats him.
Yeah, she could be the Scotty.
She's the Scotty of the relationship for sure.
Yeah.
I think Caleb would say no, though. I think Caleb would just say.
I'm looking forward to his choice.
I don't think Caleb's going to pick her. I don't know if he'll have the opportunity to pick Arya. And if
do you think he would?
Yes, and if it happens, I think. I do think he's lying a little bit. I think he's attracted to her.
Oh, he said he wasn't.
He said he wasn't.
I missed. That's
to both of them. He said it wasn't to Scotty. He said it wasn't to Mariah. So I don't believe that a full Arya is beautiful. She be greasy as hell sometimes, but she's beautiful. There was only one time she was so greasy. I'm like, yo, what is on your face?
Must have cheap makeup or something. And now I was
running
like,
all the time.
Always like sweaty looking. And I don't like how she wakes up first thing in the morning with the makeup on. Like, sis, I'm sure you look good underneath.
Maybe her skin is too oily because she's always just like, maybe she's just, what do you call it? Just insecure about herself.
How bad you think she looks with that makeup?
You can't look that bad.
Yeah, I'm like, I think you all right.
You can't look that bad.
I saw Sandy without her makeup. I think Arya,
like
you
50
good.
years old. But
I think so.
Sandy.
JR and Sandy, yeah. I really was like, he really into this chick. Like,
yeah.
He was like Zaina who? Like, I feel like that's
a good segue. Speaking to being into some chicks, man, Papoose.